Hi, welcome in. If you are here, you're stepping into your highest timeline, and I'm here to help you navigate that journey. I'm just going to tap in, get a message from Spirit, pull some cards, and we'll go wherever the energy takes us. If at any point this message resonates with you, please hit that like button and comment to claim it and to add to this collective's energy. All right, let me get tapped in. Tapping into the collective's energy now, Spirit. Bring this message for anyone who needs to hear it. Remove me, make me a clear channel for your word. Bring through messages for their highest and greatest good. What message does the collective need in this moment, Spirit? I'm seeing like street hockey, like when you, I don't know that it's called a slap shot. I don't really know, but when you like get it into the goal and you like just slap it in and you kind of like skate up and you just put it right in the net. I'm just seeing like such ease about this, like just like in basketball, if you were to just make a layup and dunk it and then you just go about your day, like this is just so easy for you. So I'm definitely seeing just like this easy, clean, flowing approach. Quick slap shot, if that's what it's called. If that's not what it's called, correct me in the comments. Quick slap shot. You knew it was going to go in. You're so skilled and you're done. And I don't get that you're like playing some important game. I get that this is like practice for you or it's fun for you, right? Street hockey is not official. It's in your street. Like I'm seeing like a cul-de-sac. But you're just having like ease and flow and like I'm just seeing you really like in your zone and doing something that feels easy to you, that you're good at it. Very laid back, fun, nonchalant, confident energy I'm getting. Let's pull some cards. Which deck, Spirit? Okay, I get Souls on Fire right away. So what are y'all like confident about? I get that this is like you're not waiting around for anything anymore. You know what you're doing. You feel good about what you're doing. I almost get this as an energy of like you're minding your own business and filling your time with things that you're good at and that you're confident in. And you're not bored. And if new opportunities come your way or if new people show up or if like you're open, but you're also loving life by yourself, doing your thing, filling your time with fun things. Like you have found something, a life, a schedule that works for you and you feel really good in it. So I'm definitely getting this feeling of like, sure, you're down to do other things if they present themselves, but you're totally content doing your own thing. Like you found a rhythm here. What more for this collective, Spirit? Interesting. I'm getting some cards that are not associated with confidence and ease, so we'll see where that goes. Okay, so I'm getting the Tower. I'm getting the Nine of Swords. So this is anxiety, sleepless nights, staying up, really racking your brain with just like, what am I going to do about this? The Tower is things being removed out of your life. And I also get the Four of Wands, which is graduation. So I am getting that you have had a lot of things cleared out of your life lately, and it wasn't fun. It was like a little bit like it really rattled your world. It really forced you to get a new schedule, get a new life, figure out what you like to do, get new hobbies. Like, there are parts of you that were washed away, or parts of your day or your schedule or your life or your work day or your relationships that were just wiped away clean. And I'm getting that those were things that were stressing you out more than you knew they were stressing you out. And also, while they were being swept away, they caused you a lot of anxiety. But what I'm getting is you have graduated. So you're at this place now where you're no longer like things aren't being swept away. You've actually built something for yourself that just doesn't feel, it's like you've settled. You're not racking your brain anymore. You're not anxious and in your head. And you're not currently in this like tower moment. I'm getting that like you really have fours or foundations. So I'm getting that like you've built a new foundation built on things that light you up, that make you feel inspired, and you're there. Like you've landed. I'm getting you've landed out of after all of this. So, and at the bottom of the deck, I am getting the Two of Swords, which is telling me that while you were in this, you did not believe, or you could not see how this was going to work out for you. You really were worried about, were you going to be able to do it on your own? Were you going to be able to do your life without these things in your life that created so much of your identity, that you built so much of your identity around? And now that you've graduated and come out the other side of it, I'm getting that like you are starting to see, oh, I can do this. And below that, I get the Seven of Pentacles, which means, oh, my seeds are starting to bloom. The things that I planted while I was going through this tower and everything was getting swept away from me, the new things I planted are starting to bloom. And I'm starting to see, instead of looking in the rearview mirror and looking back on, I'm really starting to look forward at the possibility, the ease, the refreshing breath of fresh air that I'm really getting. Like this, just like, you were like, holy shit, while it was getting washed away and while spirit was removing this from you and you were racking your brain and it was a lot of anxiety. But I'm really getting that you're like celebrating now, and you're just like, whew, this is actually really nice. I didn't even know life could be this easy, settled, not constantly worrying. I just didn't even know. And I get that this is your strength. Like, you were so strong. Whatever this was that you went through recently, you were really strong through it. Like, it was something that you had to hold your boundaries on. Like, if you were leaving a job, you needed to like go forward the way you needed to go. If you were leaving a relationship, if a relationship was leaving you, or if you got fired, or if things just got like cleared out from your life, you had to be really strong in it. And even though you were in your brain and you had a lot of anxiety and you had really rough nights, I'm getting that like you're actually like looking at yourself like, dude, I can do like anything now. I was a badass in that. Like, I came out on top in that. And it was not for the faint of heart, but you're feeling like pretty awesome about yourself right now. And I get this King of Cups. And the King of Cups is 100% focused on their happiness. And what I get from this card is, now that you have experienced the flow of life, the life feeling easy, life feeling like you're receiving, life feeling like it loves you, you will never settle ever again for life that just feels scary, feels anxiety provoking, feels like you need to think through so much stuff. You're like, now that I realize that I have the strength to go through shit like that, and I realize that I do come out on top, I'm only choosing easy, breezy, flowy. And that's like within the channeling when I felt like it was like, you're fine if you're open to other opportunities if they come along, other relationships, other job opportunities, like whatever comes along in this new life. But because of what you've been through and how strong you are and where you've made it to, you're kind of like, only if it adds to my happiness would be the only reason I would include it in my life. If it adds value. Bottom of the deck, again, we get 6 of Swords, which is you going away from choppy waters to smooth waters. You're only going towards loving, flowing places that you feel like this is nice. This makes me feel good. This isn't a challenge. This is easy to live here. Okay? And I also get that something that you were moving away from was stealing from you, siphoning from you. They were taking your energy, just something that was draining you. That's what you moved away from. Okay? What else for this collective, Spirit? Or final advice. What advice do we have here? Like, I'm getting that Spirit saying just like, congratulations. Congratulations. Because this is celebration, graduation. You've made it. So I do get that Spirit's just saying, we want to like tip our hat to you and say like, we see all that you've been through. We told you while you were going through it that you would be okay. And you had a lot of faith. But now that you're here, you're seeing it too. You're like, okay, yeah, I did make it. I am strong. And I'm so glad that I made it through because life feels better now. And I also get the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles came out. This is a legacy card. This is your strong foundation. This is whatever you have found yourself grounded into right now, this new life, this new path, this new timeline that doesn't have all this worry and old patterns and things with bad foundations. I'm getting like, this is where your dreams are built. This new place where you finally realize how fucking strong you are, but also not so strong that like, I'm strong enough to handle all the hard stuff. No, I'm so strong because I just say no to all the hard stuff. Like, I have learned how strong I am in choosing happiness, right? Because when we choose happiness, we usually let other people down or shake foundations that are built on us not choosing happiness up. There's parts of us, like if we're engaging in a job or a relationship that is weak to the fact that, oh, but they give me security, they give me my paycheck, I have to stay with this person or whatever. They give me safety. And so this strength was really you choosing happiness, but it does cause towers for other people a lot of the time because you're saying this dynamic, this foundation that I built this on where I am okay settling for less or abandoning myself doesn't work anymore. So it causes towers for other people because you're leaving it behind, right? You're shaking up their life, their dynamic too. And so you're just like, you had to hold that boundary the whole time you were going through the tower and you're realizing how strong you are. And I'm getting, this is building you choosing happy, you realizing how strong you are, you coming into your power and graduating past that cycle, whatever that was, is building this strong foundation for your 10 of Pentacles. This is your legacy, your wealth that helps not just you, but generations beyond you and your community. It's just so, what I'm getting is like, you thought whatever you left behind you had some level of safety and security just because it was comfortable. But once you realized you were strong enough to leave fake comfort behind, now you get to build true wealth, true security, true safety, true community, true support for yourself, which I'm getting you may have never felt in your life before. Any last advice for this spirit? I'm feeling this so much, or for this collective spirit. I'm feeling this so much in my sacral chakra, like, oh, I've made it. Oh, yes, I don't know that I've ever felt safety before. And what I'm doing right now feels good, feels breezy, just like the slap shot into the goal. Like, just life is easy right now, and I deserve this. Like, I don't get that you're worried that it'll go away. You're like, oh, this is what it was all for. All right, so final advice from Spirit, final message is the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, luxury, confidence. Whatever you closed out had a vein of insecurity through it, a vein of maybe I'm not that great. I'm getting that even a boss or another relationship, somebody you were dating or married to, or your parents, somebody you're in relationship with, a connection, was making you feel less than, to keep you trapped with them. And you were like, I think I can do more. And they're like, yeah, that's kind of a pipe dream, or I don't know about that. Or they wanted to keep you where you were in their life, where you added value to them. But I'm really getting, now that you're on the other side, like, you're like, I knew it. I knew that I was this confident, this luxurious, this rich in the word of like, rich in the soul, but also abundant. I knew that I had intuition and connection and a symbiotic relationship with nature. Look, she's fertile, and this bird has landed on her hand, and she's just like claiming her worth. But this is a card of independence and confidence that attracts abundance, which goes so much with the Ten of Pentacles, right? This is the 9. First, you're confident and independent, and you know your worth, and you are a magnet for good opportunities, for material things that make you feel safe and secure. And when you grow that, it goes into your 10 of Pentacles, which is now you pour out onto others. Now you offer to your community. Now you set other people up. This is your legacy, what people talk about you for. The things that you have can shelter other people, can serve other people, right? So that's where you're headed. I'm really getting a message from Spirit that says, not only was it all worth it for you, like, yes, we get it. We are so happy. Spirit saying, when you were in the middle of this and you were begging and crying and pleading out to us, we heard every bit of it. And this was the vision. Your life today, right now, was the vision that we wanted you to so believe in, and you believed in it, and you were so very strong, and you are amazingly choosing just happiness. You've graduated past that big learning experience, whatever this tower was. You've graduated, and we can't wait to show you what real abundance and security feels like. And it's part of your karmic path here. It's part of your blueprint to kind of go, I'm getting rags to riches, or victim to confident independence, radical acceptance and accountability for who you are and who you show up to this world as. And by doing that, you lead by example, you trailblaze, and you create so much more than even you can be served by. So it was part of your purpose. Like, Spirit is using you and you're going to be rewarded for it, but so many people are going to be helped by the strong decisions that you made and the strength that you took to go towards your King of Cups, your happy. And I'm so happy that you're like experiencing that now. That's the message. The lighthouse can show you the shore, but you still need to steer the ship. If any of this resonated, or you just want to claim your 9 of Pentacles, your 10 of Pentacles, your legacy, then please comment below to claim. And until next message.